So when he appears, say, I for people, they may be lying because of the name. But they cannot say, let them trace my history. I'm not going to run away. I have nothing against the Igbos. I've lived with them. They are very good people, very entrepreneurial, very innovative. But that does not mean I will change. I will not do that. Look at what one boy, I don't know his name. I like you studied him. I don't know. Okay, let me remember. I was told. They say he has hypocrisy. You know his name? Okay, I don't know his name. No, thank you very much. Now, they said, he said, no. I have never in my life, in fact, from what somebody said, see, I don't read all this. I'm not in society.
Okay, welcome back to my channel. That's the reason why I start with this video of Wike denying that he's not Igbo. We are not here to talk about who is Igbo, who is not Igbo. I'm here to react to video broadcast of Mas Nnamdi Kanu, but you can hear him calling Mas Nnamdi Kanu a boy. That's a boy. Let me take it back again because it will help us very, very well. It will help us so much in this broadcast. Just listen.
Look at what one boy, I don't know his name.
Look at what one boy, I don't know his name. Just that's the only thing I want you to hear here. Now let's go to Mas Nnamdi Kanu's wife broadcast, recent one. Listen.
So someone working for him was coming with a worker. They didn't have we never state. One of y'all was another budget was you won't the Kanu, you won't sorry. It's I think in the right side. You won't was in a gave a personal even cap and I go on budget was I wonder what do you was about doing but only budget, you know. So keep that aside as well. Some people have that they kidnap these people and then they ask for or request for ransom. Now, where does the exchange take place? Often the military checkpoint or police checkpoint. Also hold that. Now, that should align you or allude that to what Abacha once said, that any insurgents that lasted for 48 hours didn't take it to the bank, like a government. Always said that, even before I became aware of Abacha's statement, I have always known that I said to myself that any location, any environment, the people come together, so we're forming vigilantes, such thing can never happen in our village. Go around there, go and make your survey, such thing will never happen. Any environment, the police force or whoever said there will be no crime here, go and check it, there will be no crime. Why can't you go to Asoro and make kidnap on that around that ESS connecting to the why can't you go and make kidnap? They are never gonna make kidnap now. So the kidnapping stuff going on in the east, these criminals are working with some politicians, government in my which will then take me to the leader of these kidnappers, these terrorists, yeah? This little imbecile non a Finland.
The person you are hearing her voice is Mas Nnamdi Kanu's wife. This lady, someone like me, I've been trying my best to avoid mentioning her name or bringing her video or talk anything about her and Mas Nnamdi Kanu's family. But before I go further, anything that I'm saying here is my personal opinion and my personal reaction. I'm not here to defend PM. I'm not here to fight for him. No. I'm actually here to make a common sense, if that makes sense. You know, I'm the kind of person that believes that for you to call somebody, like if somebody says that you're a criminal or somebody is giving you, let me not use you, okay, let me say, if somebody call your relative or your parents maybe somebody accused your parent of being Oyaruan and they poison a village, that your father have killed many people with his diabolical power, for example. And within you, you know that that's an allegation. That's just a way to give your family bad name. You will be the least person to expect to accuse other people the same thing they have used against your own family. Okay, let me bring it down like this. If somebody says that your mother or your sister is flirting, that some of your siblings or your cousins or your niece they have mixed father, and deep down to the best of your knowledge, or in reality it is a lie, the person just used that thing to give you bad name or your family a bad name, you will be the least person on this earth, if you are sensible enough, to use the same synergy against other person, to use the same lies on another person. He's here calling PM and Biafrans a terrorist. This is a lady that is aware that organization that her husband is heading, called IPB, has been labeled a terrorist organization without any justification, without any evidence that that is a lie. IPB is not a terrorist organization. Never. Everybody was against it, calling the Nigerian government names that they should rethink. They should tell us why they must label IPOB a terrorist organization, even though we are not a registered member according to their own criteria. We are not an IPOB because every Biafrans are not IPOB member. To them, is an organization registered on behalf of everybody, but everybody is not a member of the IPOB. So that's their own mentality. And that will bring me to the reason why they use that pattern, but we are getting them. If you said that somebody who is doing the same thing that your husband have been accused, or the organization that you guys are in, they labeled it a terrorist organization and everybody is against it, every sensible human being, some people from other tribes, people who are not even IPOB members have come out and said that how can you label this organization a terrorist organization, whereas they are not. The same thing that federal government, Nigerian people have done on this IPOB is what the wife is now publicly doing in another organization, in the same organization, if I may use the word, just simply because she felt that this one is opposing threat to the one that she felt that her husband is in charge, without knowing that your husband, the reputation and the love and his good work, everything, people are respecting him and throwing support on him and everything with the love, pure love on him. Nobody can deny that. That nobody is here trying to build different organizations just to achieve what? I don't want to go into finances now. We will take it step by step. Let's hear him, but let's hear her again. But I just want to understand that her first statement within space of 3 minutes. How many minutes have okay? She have said something now. Just okay. Now this is 2 minutes 15 seconds. In 2 minutes 15 seconds, she in this short video that PM shared, because I believe this is not the beginning of the program and everything. This part that PM shared from her own broadcast on Radio Biafra. This IPB radio, this is not the radio. The radio does not represent Biafrans. It represents IPOB private enterprises. Because once your husband called it IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, every Biafran, every Igbo, everybody loved that and joined and followed up with his brain and idea. The teachings and everything is excellent. But now it's a different ballgame. And you guys are building on that respect, the effort of mass MNK. Now let me continue. I don't want to go there and just hold on.
For years, he has managed to call my name. And after of that point, so but let's leave respect. Let's leave age by the side. He has managed to call upon Nnamdi Kanu. you are his disciple. You are the kind of disciple. You insult his wife. You insult his child. You insult his family. You insult his structure. IPOB.
Live from pit of hell. Live from pit of hell. PM has never for once restored this woman. Never. I challenge anybody. The first person that I hear I've listened to this kind of nonsense from her mouth was this lady that Chakaleke called Lizzie Khan. Okay, she's the one that used that kind of word before, and people went to her comment section and demand evidence where PM have called this woman out or said negative things about her. And if you think, because she talked about age, let me just clear this. Owazurike and Mazamakan, who is older? I mean, who's know who? Between two of them, who is the senior in terms of age bracket? I believe that Owazurike gave Mazamakan years in terms of age. He's his senior. When Mazamakan declined from Owazurike, did Owazurike use, oh, you're a small boy, you are age, you are a small boy, you are the same thing Wike is doing here, calling your husband a small boy. When you hear Wike talk about your husband, calling him a small boy like that, how do you feel? I believe you don't feel, you are not pleased with that. Everything someone have used to use on you unjustly is what you are using and gets another person. So where's justice you have to demand it? Where's justice? And it is true that she don't represent Mazam Nakan, to be honest with you. You don't. So if Biafran, let me not say if Mazam Nakan happen to be the president of tomorrow of Biafran, for example, I'm just saying, this is my own imagination. Like I told you, all this I'm saying now is my own reaction to this video. I did not discuss anything with anybody because I know some of you, oh yeah, my people. No, I'm a Biafran. I'm a support of anything that will grant us freedom. Anybody. I'm not like some people who say that is it for freedom to come from Mr. A, let it not come. We are going to scatter. I'm not like that. I want freedom, I want peace, I want equity, I want everything good. I want to live like other people. I want to live and let others live as well. I don't want to live alone. Do you understand? So whoever the person may be, why are you now talking about small boy? The same thing they have been using against your husband. You have never for once come after those ones. Recently, Uchemefo called your husband a liar. Are you saying you don't listen to Uchemefo? You don't hear what Uchemefo said? Asan Dokobo have called your husband out on several occasions and yap him and insult him. Even called your name out. Since your name you don't want your name to be mentioned. He even said your name and even called your father that he had a meeting with you and your father. All these things you swept it under the carpet and you are here to highlight on irrelevant issue. Since you know how to broadcast and talk on Radio Biafra, why don't you bring that video, that audio of PM talking bad about you? She even went as far as saying that he insulted his children. Can you imagine that? PM. People are saying, nah, she don't even that because they have already know you and they know what you can do. And they insulted me, they insulted his wife, insulted his children, his child. All this you are saying now, you don't know that in Biafra, in Igbo land, the only thing that you are enjoying now, the only immune that is covering you now is the name Maz Namon. If not, Biafra women will tear you. I got dog bam bam bam. I got dog pieces. There are a lot of evidence against you. There's a lot of issue, error upon error. The way you dress is even a problem. The way you talk as a person that that demands this kind of respect. People are silent because of your husband. And if you are wise enough that you claim that you are, you say that you are very smart. If you are, you should have known where you come from. That most people are not people that are bending down and looking for you to my king, my queen. No, people don't do that. You should know by now. Maz Namorkan is the only person that managed to command respect to this extent in Igbo land after Ojukwu. Okay, Mas Namodekan is the next. But the way you yourself are going, the way you are going, you are enjoying, you are demanding that respect more than Mas Namodekan himself. And remember, this respect you are trying, that you love so much. You are not the one that built it. Your own is destroying it. You are destroying the respect people have for Mas Namodekan, but you don't know. Today, Ojukwu wife is there. She have never come out and yap nonsense against their friends. Ojukwu wife have not demand that PM they should call off sit at home. Even if she do, it's not as loud as you guys. Ojukwu family have not come out and said that PM is a terrorist, that the Biafrans are a terrorist, like you are doing. Even though your husband have not denounced Biafra, he is living. He's not a dead person. Mas Namodekan is a living human being, and you cannot act on his behalf while he's alive. Let me go back to the program.
Now let me address him. For years, I've just alluded or netted or just talked about their nonsense, automatic stupidity that they're into. And that was not enough. In fact, it was enough for me because he's a child. He's a little child.
What kind of bugger child?
Now, he behaves like a little child in our town. You know these naughty children now, but if you knew such children in them.
Why are you again? Unbelievable. Now I know why Mas Namodekan had been hiding most of his family siblings before, because they don't represent. They don't represent. A lot of them, even when they want to, you think that making a very good sentence, constructing English language, or speaking fluently in English language means that you are making sense. Is that what you mean? Like the way you present your word in English language means that you are sensible. It's unfortunate.
Village man, growing up, and they were naughty children then. So this person, when you're having a shower, or whatever, somebody calls and says, "Well, you know what I heard in he will drop out and come at home and speak rubbish." Number one, he's not comprehensive enough. He's not comprehensive, one. And I managed to connect that to Trisomy 21. I want people to check what Trisomy 21 is. T for Tango, R for Review, I for India, S for Sierra, O for Oscar, M for Mama, Y for Yankee, 21, number 21. Now, that is a genetic disorder. If you look at this little boy, that's disorder. And that makes him behave like, what is that disorder? Is a portion, is a third chromosome 21. When it happens to a person, that person will have a moderate intellectual disability, growth retardation, and some, characteristic visual effect.
First lady. First lady, right? Ebona on our talk down on disabled children, and you forgot that you may have Biafrans that have special children. After listening to you as a woman, Mas Namodekan's wife, they will love you, isn't it? They will like you so much. You are now representing them. For you cannot be. See, Mas Namodekan's name is just like a license to achieve, to get to many things. The respect that his siblings is enjoying in his name, thinking that they themselves have built the name with him. People respect you because of your father does not mean that you are your father. If you have a different lifestyle from what your family is known for, what you're supposed to be, if your father is well-known father, a man that is that is very, very coordinated, that doesn't engage himself in lies and stealing, and unfortunately, the man have a child that is well known, criminal. That every now and then that the guy is having a case in police. Every now and then the police will arrest him and he will be facing criminal charges, criminal offense. You think that people will still respect that child the way they respect his father? Instead of you to maintain that respect again, that child will be dragging the father's respect to the mud. That's what it does. If you know the story of Charlie Boy and his father, Charlie Boy, due to his own lifestyle, he loved entertainment. He want to show his dress anyhow and act anyhow. His father happened to be a chief judge, a justice, one of the well-respected judge there, Okuta. And he trying to excommunicate Charlie Boy just to references his anger on his son. What the father, the people know that this man wants his child to be like this, but the child don't want to listen to his father. People were able to separate Paul from Barnabas. So that Master Kanu is well loved and respected within Biafran land. Some may say even across that, like other tribes would love him and respect him. Does not mean that seeing the way you guys are going, you will enjoy that kind of respect and the name for a very long time. Master Kanu walked everything that he's enjoying. One of maybe enjoyment, I'm talking about his respect, because he's not enjoying anything. He's very transparent human being. He's very, very transparent in terms of the way everything he's doing, apart from the criminal that are following him, siphoning and making him to drive. But him as a person is very, very open, very, very transparent. I don't want to drag Master Kanu to this issue. The wife ignored what she's supposed to be doing and tried to attack people that are actually doing the right thing. If you want to if you want to go into deep detail of what this woman is trying to do, it may end up in a negative way and it may touch Master Kanu somehow. That's why I'm trying to, just to touch the surface. People have accused Master Kanu and IPOB that they are liars and criminals that are making money from people. One of the persons that have done this is happened to be Master Kanu's deputy, which is before, publicly calling Master Kanu a liar. Most of the people that we are celebrating today, that they are structured that structure, because to use is respecting the structure. If you are to believe what I say or to go deeper, it may look like that you guys are getting something from that structure. That's why you care much about the structure than what that structure is meant to achieve. The structure of Master Kanu you're talking about is meant to achieve Biafra, isn't it? Why are you now abandoning the Biafra that structure is supposed to be built to get? And now you are not focusing on maintaining and, now about the structure, merely just to maintain the structure without focusing on the purpose of the structure in the first place. Common sense need to help many people, but common sense is not even common either. So let me go back to the video.
So if you look at this boy in Finland, you will see that he escaped that disorder. Now, with all due respect, Tunde went to his Novi 21 because
there's no respect from what you're saying.
Country, if you go to
no respect.
You see them working there. If you go to a bank, you will see them there. They're doing one thing or another. You go to the council, you will see them doing some jobs, doing something, pushing some stuff. Why is that the case? Because they have been trained. In this country, Adenye has special care.
Yep, they have a special schools.
Thank you.
The individual is a form of
Anyway, the video is a delaying. I don't know if it's from the network or from the recordings, the way they recorded it in their broadcast. Talking about health issue, health challenges, disabled people, special children, and all that shouldn't come in this discussion at all. You don't need to bring it here. And the kind of person that you're supposed to be, you are the wife to Master Namodoka, and there are some things that you don't need to open your mouth and say. You have to carry everybody along as a leader you claim you are. But you have talked nonsense, you have said a lot of nonsense, trying to belittle and talk down on people that have special child and special, and people that have health challenges, and disabled people and all that. But on a second thought, you cannot start a fight and expect people not to reply you. Who told you that you have that kind of right, that people should not talk about you because you are Master Namodokano's wife and you have right to actually talk about people and people should not talk about you? If you are to discuss, if you started by disgracing yourself after the kidnap of Master Namodokano, I remember vividly that Master PM Moneta made a broadcast. Immediately he got the information, the intel that you are going to Radio Biafra to broadcast. That was the first broadcast you made after the kidnap of your husband. And he said, don't go there because they're going to get information from you and they'll later use it against you without knowing that you are actually architect of the main problem. I may touch that on this program, this live broadcast. I may not touch it, but you happen to be one of the main issues. Nobody knows. PM did not know those things. And he advised you as a sister, as an aunt, since you said that you are, that the age is now written all over you. So he advised you politely. The wife of our leader, he said, I cannot forget that broadcast of PM. And you went on that program and started calling PM names. You started calling Biafran's names, insulting everybody. That your broadcast actually drive you to the moment you don't know. People are holding the reply of that broadcast until this day, simply because you are Master Namodokano's wife. But every now and then you are coming monthly, annually now to renew this issue. You are renewing it, but you don't know. The day that Biafran women will turn out, will bring your fire out. Because here you are talking about there's one woman that you don't need to reply. If every Biafran needs to reply to you, there's a lot of, even men, if people decide to, if they lose their chain, for example, you will run away from social media. You yourself will delete your account from social media. You don't know the anger on people against you is huge. But for the sake of Master Namodokano, for the sake of his children, people are holding back. But yet, you keep on coming out and to renew this nonsense. PM have not come out. You think that PM don't have intels, more than you think you have about him. He have a lot of things that you've done secretly that he have the evidence. I know PM. If you can get intels of what the Nigerian government are doing, what about is it your own that it will be difficult? That they follow Igbo people, follow Biafrans. He will get it. Then again, you said something that that if you truly love Master Namodokano, you should not fight your own people. That you should. That there's a example that she used here, and let me reserve my comment until we get to that point where she said that thing. Because actually, I think I am not allowing the video to play, for some time. Like I will play it long, then I will not react because I don't want the video to be too long. Let's manage the time we have.
So well trained and mannered that is almost concealed, and their characters sometimes can be very, very impeccable. And I just want to add to what you said. He performed in Finland that is an intellectual dwarf. It's got nothing to offer. Absolutely.
Not really. So that's just features. So if you look at this boy in Finland, you would see that is his special features. So he is set at 25%. Now,
anyway, for record purpose, somebody that have the secret that she's talking about cannot represent Nigerian or a nation in athletic, like sports. Someone that have that kind of thing, that that she's talking about will not wouldn't have done many things that PM have done or are still doing. But you know, these people is that they can use anything to give excuse. So I don't want to talk about any health issue or people's health or medical issue because I'm not a doctor. But the issue is that, just to remind you, people have also talked use health issue against your husband. In case you don't know, in case you don't remember, people have talked about Oyendu's body structure and all that, just to get back and do simply the same thing you are doing now. It simply means that you enjoy it when people attack your husband. That's what you're doing. Because a woman that have a child that have health issue, maybe if you have a child that is cannot walk, God forbid, I'm not wishing anybody, I'm just saying, okay, and the person, the parent, that woman that have that child cannot see another child and say, you have your child cannot walk. You are mocking somebody that's crippled when you have a, you understand? So even if you don't have, if someone have insult you that you cannot walk, maybe you are sitting down, they're mocking you. Like some of them are mocking Oyedo today. Oh, he's serving where he's not in prison, he's blah blah blah. You cannot also wish other people the same thing. The way they kidnap your husband, for example, if you are sensible enough, you will not advocate for another person kidnap, because you know what it means to kidnap somebody, to give that kind of torture. But here, on this your broadcast, you were wishing that people should be put to chain. And you know, this woman, to me, man, the kind of Babakawa. Now I know why my master prophet was advocating for Master to get a new wife. Now I know. Like I said, I'm not here to. I'm just reacting to your video. If I'm to, you know, do overall checkup on you, it will be a different thing. But let's go.
To analyze that is why I don't pay him no attention. But I will come to him in it. I will round up in a short minute. Because of that, because he escaped, as he had trisomy 21, with all due respect to the trisomy 21 children, they are sensible. You know, just as you have confirmed, they are trained. So they behave like human beings.
The video is slow, is kind of delayed before you play. I don't know why.
Into the society and behave civilized. So because they can escape from the disorder, I'm actually knowing how, so he was not given that special care.
The funny part is that the same people that are following it, that she's broadcasting this nonsense for, to them, they are the ones that always come on like, oh, in the MY highway, in the MY highway, the MY on the US. Oh yeah, no, that's not come my highway. Ah, she did really. Nah, kidnapping master guy really dealt with many things to just because I interviewed Jugolo before. At least he can't even go there off camera, but now. I want more. Hi, Chidinke girl. I wish that you are not Mazda Magano's wife. I just, but I'm trying to choose words, and I'm not used to. I'm not used to that kind of broadcast. Choosing where to talk to express myself, guys. I have flu, so I'm trying to clear my nostril. Anyway, let's see if you can play.
He couldn't have gotten it from the zoo where he escaped from. As the animal he is, we know how I forgot who Harry ran away from the zoo.
So he's running around all over the place. Number one, he's working for the zoo government.
Even this woman is still, upon all this your intelligence, upon all this that you are smart, you are this, you give birth to children that are very, very intelligent. That's why you are calling for your child to challenge Master Simon Ever PM. because he's very, very intelligent. I'm not saying that he's not intelligent. The child did not do me anything. Well, I don't want to involve the child, but she's the one that dragged her child to this. And when people reply, they will say, "You're attacking. You're attacking Oyendo's wife. We are attacking Oyendo's wife." Gakwana chọrọ iyi ya ka ọ wụọ isi jie ya oyi amaka ndị na-eyi ọgụ dịka ya chekwara ọgụ ya nakwana ịma anara ihe anaghị come and go and eat it so that people will hear word. You are the least problem that people expect at this point in time. You are not supposed to, no matter what. This nonsense you guys are doing is you and Mazamekano siblings should just wait, because some of your not even some of all your actions are proven enemies of your husband and in case of the wife, enemies of your husband. Your actions are proving that they are right in terms of what they say that your husband is, which we know that he is not. But anybody who don't follow Mazamekano after listening to you and knowing what the reality on ground, we believe that everything that's saying against your husband is true, because you're actually trying to expose Oyendu in the name of defending Oyendu. And some people claim that you are doing it on purpose, because the intention is you want actually to deal with your husband. If not, why must you ignore the accusation led on you by Hassan Dokuba that you had a meeting with that even you and your father, the same father, your father is invisible, just like many people in the US. All the people don't, the lies and the nonsense talk that I'm making here is mind blowing. Do you know that this guy that is here, that is talking with Hannah, that she's both of them are gossiping? That one claimed that nobody knows where PM come from. That nobody knows that all of them before they broadcast, they will tell their name and where they come from. Really? Your media, what they call that guy? They say that what they call the Mapa, that one is dishing your press release. No, what is his name? His real name, I mean his real. Forget about the Mapa. There's nobody being Mapa in Igbo land. What is his Igbo name? Where did he come from? Do we even know where chicken doesn't come from? We already know that his chicken doesn't mean. Some say that, some say demon. Have you seen anybody bother to know where they come from? No. Why are you guys the one bothering where somebody come from? Because you guys are the one linking the people's house to finally to go and burn down in the name of revenge of what somebody said, just words. Someone that you said something in your mind. You start searching for their address and their house, their siblings, just to buy them on behalf of the person. And we are here talking about people who is working with the government and all that. The only party that are so eager to know your fellow Biafran's house and where they come from is you guys. Nothing more. When somebody says something that you guys don't like, bed, because some like how you guys from Abraham, how you talk. And I draw those things. They want to know where you come from so that they will go after your compound, your siblings, your parents, if you have any. That's the agenda. Have you seen anybody working under the Biafran government in exile demanding or looking for where somebody comes from? Because they don't have the time. Their eyes is on the ball, which is freedom. And we are here talking about structure. That structure we are talking about was built to achieve something. Can you focus on talking about what structure is meant to achieve? You defend something when that thing is working, isn't it? How can you defend something that cannot go forward? It cannot go back. Just stranded. Defending something that is stranded. Master Kano was the one pushing it. To the extent that he pushed it alone. He started calling for help, that people should do something about this, that he is tired of broadcasting. Didn't you hear that? You heard it, isn't it? Because he was doing it alone. And Master Monegba came in for a reason, to assist. And you guys did not see that coming. You couldn't wait. Boom. you sold him out simply because of 100 million or 50 million or 100 million that a Fulani man placed that he's going to pay. How can you tell me, how can you explain this to me that kidnapping of Mazi Kanu was not successful until bounty is placed on his head? Ulu 3 months. Bim, Mazi Kanu was kidnapped.
This is the first time I'm calling Nigerians Zoo. In fact, to be honest with you, I don't throw names. But he's working for the Nigerian government. So his sense is number two, my husband, for those of you who are deaf, where is that boy from? And now that should tell you that boy has only, maybe he's affiliated through his mother's lineage to Ebony. Take it to the bank. Keeping all of that aside, he's running around like a little child that is not a trained in his village or hometown. The camera before you know he's insulting enough.
Yes, no, you're very correct. So when we come on Radio Biafra, we introduce ourselves and say with the village or town where we come from and the province in Biafra land. This people has no identity.
China Saworu has been broadcasting for years. His picture, where he come from, the province and everything that this guy. For you to see the lie, and they're lying it, they will be telling this lie on purpose. They know what they're doing. I'm not saying that China Saworu should tell anybody where he come from. I don't care where you come from. I'm just saying that you cannot accuse somebody of what you are doing. Like you are doing the same thing and you accuse somebody. The reason why most of you don't know where he come from is because he did PM. That's where God works. God works in a mysterious way. PM did not associate himself in the circle of criminality. He knows what friendship means and what privacy means. Most of you selling each other are the one because you guys are partner in crimes. So you'll be selling each other and exposing yourself. Some of you that where you come from is well known today because you started bragging so that Mazi Kanu will elevate you to a higher position. So that people will know that you need because and those things, some of them are regretting it today. Why they mentioned where they come from because now it is clear what they actually want IPB, what they want to achieve with IPB. Now it is very, very clear. So I don't see any reason why people will take those nonsense serious. MNK gift. Emma powerful. I can go on and on. There's another one they called citizen something on Twitter. Most of them are writing and publishing, posting constantly more than what you guys are talking on Radio Biafra. And people are reading that and they're sharing it. Nobody knows where they come from. Nobody. And nobody cares because then nobody is coming after them. Because you guys are eager to come after them. That's why your own freedom is where he come from. What do you want to do with where he come from? What does where he come from has to do with what he's doing? Because you guys want to go and burn his house down and kill his relative. That's all, nothing more.
So originality. Yes. So he just appeared from wherever he appeared from, having this disorderly and subu that can allow him to reason like a project.
You will hear where this woman said that where he actually, shared their own plan for freedom. I don't want to. I'm talking about DOS and the woman herself. The plan they have to achieve freedom is they're looking for loophole to get freedom. If you hear that, then the matter na more they can. Okay, man, I don't know where now.
Human being. A man, the man went there, and he's bringing you Biafra. Yes, he's bringing you Biafra now.
So he got before he with him. So those soldiers that fought in the Biafran war knows Ojuku's father and they know Ojuku's mother for you to get your freedom. As if you are doing it to establish PM or establish Master. These are things people, sometimes I wonder why God allowed this kind of people to be close to Master. He don't deserve this. If Master can come out tomorrow and start talking like them, I will distance myself immediately. That is me. I will conclude that everything they have been doing, everything that they have been doing all this while, that they're doing the purpose just to make money. That's me. That's my personal opinion. If you come out today and sounds like these people, then I will say, then I will not see which as an angel. I'm just telling you, I'm not saying you should believe me, because if the wife can sound like this, two things are involved. Some of you may not believe it, but two things are involved. One is either that she's doing that to destroy, to see the end of Master Kano in every ramification, to make sure that Master Kano is that she crushed him beyond the repair, or that Master Kano was a very good pretender, which I don't believe, and his kidnap exposed that pretense. Because I cannot tell me that after listening to Master Kano all these years, all he said, everything, the teachings, I believe that this woman don't even listen to her husband, and she don't. If likewise his siblings, they don't listen to him. Many Jews don't listen to him. They're only waiting to know how much content to pay and how much generated. That's all. And that is where Master Kano made some mistakes, which I don't want to articulate now, but let me just highlight it a little bit. You don't need to involve your followers in the issue of finance. People that need to know will know. Let the actions where the money is going speak for himself. That is my own, the way I feel that it will have done a very good job, because most of them, knowing how much generated and how much they have and everything, push them to commit more crime and bring more criminals to be positioned in those strategic places where the money will come, where the money will land, so that the account have the money not drop. That is what I said that happened. Listen.
Maybe it's the cousin of Tinubu too, because Tinubu has similar identity crisis.
Thank you. So now you're fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, yes. You could be fighting that in your family. Like a family squabbles where you having
now listen to what she said here. Very, very important. Listen to this. And this is the explanation that I wanted to talk about. I said, let me wait until you get there. Listen.
And then maybe one of the family, the other family, your opponent, comes and takes your father away. You go to their house to rain fire and brimstone, isn't it? Would you fight your sibling? Or you begin to burn it down because somebody.
In case you don't understand what she's trying to say here, that if you have somebody come to your house and take your father away and kidnap your father, that what you're supposed to do, in her own way though, saying this current broadcast of 15th of September, just yesterday. We are not. This is. I'm making this video on 16th. Just yesterday, 15th. This broadcast was done 15th. Just yesterday, few hours ago. Now, just for you to understand that somebody comes to your house and kidnap your father, and what you're supposed to do is to go to the person's house and bring fire and stone. to show your grievances, to fight back against your father that they kidnapped. That you don't need to come house and start scattering houses in your house because they kidnapped your father. That child is senseless. One thing that is some that kind of statement must come from somebody who knows what happened to the father that had been kidnapped and she don't feel comfortable with it. That's the way I see it. It had been that you don't know what happened to your husband. I'm not saying that she knows. I'm just using her own word to answer her. If you don't know what happened to your husband, you will not bother because you are something like you reach an agreement that you will execute this, and you are assuring people that they gave you that you guys have transacted that transaction with being politician in this case, that you will make sure that a neighbor guy can, even though Masakan is being or it has been kidnapped. And now you don't see it happening, and maybe probably that disturbing you. You are now giving excuses like, okay, why don't you bring the fight to the person that kidnapped your husband? As if an Igbo is not under Nigeria. Is an Igbo not under Nigeria? Is it independent? Is it different places? And what was the offense of your husband if not asking for independence in an Igbo? Your husband was one demanding that police should close their checkpoint in first place, which is very, 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 very right to do. I'm not saying that he did wrong there, no. But he did that simply because he understands the crime of these people. So why, in your own analogy, we can say, okay, why don't you, that's what I say, because like I said, you are attacking your husband, thinking that you are attacking Biafrans. What I'm saying is that when Biafrans are protesting, carrying flag and observing 30th of May in different land, they should have bring it to other people, because the tendency of killing them, army going after them, is high. A lot of protests that have happened in different lands and people lost their life. So what I'm saying is that they shouldn't have protests in different lands, they should have bring it there. So you're expecting Biafrans to start going to stop army movement, police movement in another man's land in Nigeria, the way Nigeria is today. Are you fighting Biafran in your land, or Biafran? Are you Biafran in another man's land? These are the things that this guy, I don't know. Like I said, I pity myself the kind for this kind of person on his side. He's very, very, he don't deserve it.
Came and took your father, and is that what you will do?
That is the height of criminality, the height of impunity, and the height of wickedness.
That protesting like civil disobedience, because what he's trying to do then, sit at home. That is, you should bring their fire and stone to other region, not your region. As if your region was very calm and all that. This is a woman that security agency went to her husband's house where they're married, where she's supposed to call her home, and killed 28 innocent people that came to your house. 28. And these are the women that witnessed. She was not there, because she's not in Nigeria. But she knew that the involvement, the activities of security agencies in her husband's house caused her mother and father-in-law death. She's okay with that. The same accusation that people are laying on MNK. Why don't you, why don't you go and face Nigerian security agents? This is my allegation. Come back. If you're a man or no, you are doing Biafran abroad. You live in UK and cause a problem down here. All those ones saying those ones, they're no more talking. They are the one telling release MNK, federal government, release MNK are behind. They said, don't try it. Don't try it.
Foolishness. So it shows that you're not a member of that family. Yeah? Because you would want to protect that home and go and fight for the release of your father, to recover your father from wherever he's held. Yeah? So
now, if that is MNK's ideology, or what you guys are pushing him to start using now, it simply means that Ojukwu fighting for Biafra in the first place, you guys are against it. because he fought Biafra in Biafra land. He fought for Biafra in Biafra land before moving to elsewhere, which is normal thing every nation have done. You cannot say that the Ojukwu is the best, Ojukwu is this, our internal leader, and at the same time, you are now turning against somebody who is doing that thing. I wonder how this will reason. So, when ESN was formed, ESN should have started, the security checkpoint in Zamfara. Not in the Biafra land now, so that we do not cause bringing fire and stone in the house. Because the only that formation of ESN actually, have ended a lot of youth. Is it wrong that Amazon can form the ESN? That's not no. But I'm trying to reply you with this idea you are going because it's not favoring you. Maybe not. This first lady Nana China Bogia. Nobody is taking away from you, but you have to understand as one who tell more.
So that is me answering that part. Now, on the part of the intellectual disability and the stupidity and creating new nuisance on social media, I feel
the same. It sounded like a Nigerian attacking Mazina Monica. If, like I said, these people don't follow Mazina Monica, she don't follow Mazina Monica because everything that she's saying here is what they used to tell Mazina Monica. You are causing nuisance. That's where they got the word miscreant. Miscreant started before the kidnap of Mazina Monica. Miscreant. They started calling miscreant because they believe that you are causing nuisance on social media. And surprisingly, the woman that is married to Yendu is the one using those words against other people. Very, very, very funny.
We and MNK and his family, we are fighting the government. We are busy, and I, for one, there's another little rascal lady that likes to call my name. There's nonsense going on now that MNK.
You are worried about the woman. We don't know that, like I said, people are holding back because of the husband, because of your husband, because of Master. And if not, believe you me, you will not have social media. You will not have any account of social media because of your activities, especially the kingdom of Master, the way you talk, the way you handle it. 8 days in Kenya, you did not even raise an alarm as a wife. A lot of things is yet to be discussed. And like I said, because the thing that people kept quiet is out of fear, or maybe they don't have anything to say. No. It's a respect to your husband. But unfortunately, or unknowingly to you, you are eager to come out and renew it constantly. It's not good. I'm not in government in Ezra. I'm not a cabinet member. I have never ever for once talked to PM one-on-one, like never. But I've been following him since day one. Before Master can mention his name, I have been following him on YouTube for a very long time. All those things that you guys are saying is not who the man is. PM is not that kind of person that is eager to be this or be that, and you don't lie to the living. After lying, people will still know the truth. So you end up looking like a fool because they know him very, very well. They know what he can achieve. They know what he can offer. They know what he have done, what he have achieved, and what he can do. So you don't need to tell anybody who PM is. Your blackmail is you mean you don't even know who Mazanogan is. Anyway,
Nigerian government wants to release him to come and destroy what somebody. Psychiatric hospital.
Now she's advocating they should capture these people and chain them and put them in psychiatric hospital, just like what Nigerians have been telling IPB before, that they should capture myself kind of that man, that boy, deal with him, capture him and chain him and throw him. The same thing, and she's here advocating the same thing. Continue.
The nonsense that shoots out from their mouth. You want that? Is this So if Nnamdi Kanu is listening, you see he's coming to destroy. What is that monkey? What is he doing? He's not doing anything. He's causing kidnapping. He's the leader of kidnappers and terrorists in Biafra land. And he's destroying Alibo. And that's how I will after him.
He said.
Now, confused when I come.
Why am I going to put my check on anyway? It's your choice.
Things. I want his mates. Number one guy behind him. That's 1, 2. A wait time. So we are busy resisting government.
What's that? Number one, I got queer here. Alright, Chineke. Can you want? I'll give you the book of man. Number one, I got queer here.
Resisting the US government when UK government is busy.
Because now anyway, I don't think we are going to play this video to the end. Like I said, I have reacted to the part that I want to react. But it's unfortunate that this woman ended up like this. It's unfortunate. I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to react to the video and to remind you what you are doing, the implication. And internet don't forget easily. So don't think that people are not keeping record of this nonsense that you see how I refer you to your first broadcast that you did on Radio Biafra after the kidnap of MNK, and which PM quickly alerted you. He informed you not to go there because that it will not end well. He said, "Don't go there." And not that you only went there, you went there just to attack him, to rain abuse on him. Frontal row, is it frontal wall or is it frontal row or whatever she called that? And what again? Infiltrator, that's word. Infiltrate. That's a lot of those. Your eras used that for a very long time. A very long time, and that one has faded away, and you are back again with a different garbage. Anyway, thank you so much, my people. I'm not going to play, like I said. This is 19 minutes, 19 minutes, 11 seconds. But we have only played 12 minutes, 2 seconds. So if you want to listen to the remaining of that, you don't even need it. But it's on PM Twitter. So thank you and God bless. I would like you to tell me what you think about what I said and what she said. Just tell me your mind. Don't be biased. Don't be biased. So, and thank you so much for listening. If you have watched this video to this far, you are awesome. See you again and God bless you. Bye-bye for now.